Welcome to Infocision Stadium in Akron, Ohio. We are gearing up for a showdown between these two teams representing their conferences and hoping to build some bragging rights. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the Akron Zips. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Road with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The 49ers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. In traffic, it's Coleman Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Quick give, it's Gant. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Handoff again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Push is ahead. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gant. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback, break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for him. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. Hits the hole. It's Cobb. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Harrell. Out wide right, it's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the 49ers line up to punt it away. Fields the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Zips ready to go on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
On the ground with the counter. They were all over it.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Right at the line. Here's some daylight. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse. He gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Wants to throw on 1st. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burris. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moving the pocket, it's Harrell. timed it perfectly to not get free and forces a third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Just feeds the running back. Taken down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to squeak through the pile. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play call.
It's a seam wide open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
Lowers those pads. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, 49ers.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Gant. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Jet. Go, go.
He's looking downfield to throw. He makes a catch. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Turns into the pile. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Zips have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Gannon. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end.
Where did he go?
The fake and wants to throw. Slings it downfield. Nice play to knock that one down.
And you could tell the QB found a matchup he liked, and that was a tight end running that 7 route or that corner route, trying to make a play, trying to give him the football, but really, really nice coverage on the back end. Not letting that big fella get his body on him and post him up. Doing a good job getting his hand on the football, swatting it to the ground.
3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now.
Where'd he go?
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Boston. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. The running back has it. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Quarterback keep. Pass to 6. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice
Looking for a deep man. Got it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Charlotte. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Deep in the end zone, it's Fletcher. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Gant. Got enough for the first down. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Akron. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hits inside, it's Cobb. Still on his feet at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Looking for a man, it's Harrell. Out wide left, it's Cobb. There he goes! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
He is in! Touchdown 49ers! Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside. It's Gant. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Left side is Thuris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw on third. Caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right side, it's Gant. Runs through a man. He might have space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great.
Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Zips, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Zips!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And they did tack on the extra point. From deep, it's Boston. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And he gets it away.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, your quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They kick it away on fourth down. On the return. He's got great speed. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fresh set of downs going up top. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Gant. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Second down, gonna throw it. Got a man, it's Gant. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. So that's gonna do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Just about set to get this second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. So the turnover sets up their first drive in this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. First play of this drive. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
He's got the first down. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Right side, it's Barnes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Cobb. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Out wide left, it's Barnes. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. Rushes on. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The 49ers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
2nd down to the air. Rush right in his face. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Looking for room. It's Cobb. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants it all. Touchdown, Niners. Gets it into the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Akron offense ready to set up shop. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Gant. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Long way to go on second down. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Caught by Williams on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Zips are marching down the field. From the gun, it's Gant. Jukes his way for more.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Left side, it's Burris. Finds a crease at the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. From the red zone, it's Curry. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And the Zips racing to the line in a hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Zips! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time. He'll bring it out. It's Boston. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quick give. It's Boston. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around, too many guys not playing with great gap integrity, and the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem when trying to stop this running game.
The option, he'll keep it. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Plows his way ahead. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Right side, it's McGee. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Got the first down. At the 20, he's got space. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the run, it's Cobb. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Moving out to the right. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch it with a field goal.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Zips ready to go on offense. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Second down, gonna throw it. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hunt is on its way. Corrals it at the 45. No room to bring him back. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Out wide right, it's Barnes. Turning it on! And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies.
Snags it and he's open. The 10! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Takes it in. Touchdown, Charlotte.
Number 1 job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his 2nd fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Zips come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. On the delay, it's Curry. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Mason. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Zips have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's looking at this as a free play, wants to throw. Left side, it's Mason. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Akron! Made the grab in the end zone.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Out wide left, it's Williams. Touchdown, Zips! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Quick catch on third down. Oh, he's got some space. To the house. Touchdown, 49ers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback changing the play. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Finds the tight end. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throw.
Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Needs it here on fourth down. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.